So integration has been a big part of our growth over the last 5 years. And when I came in as a leader in the organization, I very quickly changed our focus from being custom development for integration and more around using platforms as a service, or iPaaS, to connect the solutions that our clients were using. And the reason why we did that was twofold. One, when something went wrong with custom development, the responsibility became us as the business partner to fix it because we had created it. Now, we're obviously not a development house, and we didn't have the resources available in the background to actually fix that. So the difficulty became in terms of actually being as responsive as we'd like to on these custom integrations. The other problem with it is from a maintenance perspective. That if you are integrating between two solutions and they have their own roadmap in terms of feature development and where they want to go, the APIs or the database structures or the SQL views and all the data would effectively change, and you would need to change your development without any notification from those solutions that they were changing. Moving forward with the integration platforms as a service, it is now the responsibility of that platform to keep those connections and the major systems up to date, being aware when the API changes is going to happen, when the SQL that's using going to change, or whatever the system changes is going to happen. It becomes their responsibility and not us as a business partner. So taken from a perspective of the CFO, a lot of CFOs would look at integration platforms as a potential to automate the business process or connect two systems so the data is completely in sync, which are great initiatives. The problem is that a lot of businesses are a bit short-sighted when it comes to this. And when I say that is, the integration platform has a cost. And in some cases, it's probably as expensive as some of the solutions that they're trying to connect. And as a result of that, the consideration should be never to buy an integration platform as a one-off use case. Integration platforms should be used for multiple use cases in the business. So although you might want to be connecting your CRM system to your financial and accounting system, reality is that you should be looking and saying, well, what else can we connect using this integration platform? It might be completely unrelated to finance area. It might be your onboarding process that's sitting within HR. It might be employee surveys. It might be an operational system that has to access some legacy software that has to bring through some exchange rates or operational data or access to suppliers. All of these things are use cases the integration platform can be used for, and then the cost becomes justified from an investment perspective. However, even if the use case is once only, whether it is just the sales system of finance, the cost savings going forward are massive. Most of these platforms, and the ones that we provide and we Centre of Excellence for, are low-code platforms. So the integration steps are really just about mapping data from one system to another and can be managed by someone internally. So you reduce your overhead from a development house or consultants that have to come in and fix this to someone that's actually internally managing that for you and growing that integration from you if they want to add anything further on from an enhancement perspective. So from a maintenance perspective, your costs go down. So CFO must consider that when they're investing in a platform, is to look at exactly which platform is going to scale with them as a business, be manageable, and not have the maintenance costs that a custom development would have. Also, the one thing that the CFO needs to consider is the risk. Custom development with a small development house is very risky. The development house could go out of business. They may not be available. As I said, also from a maintenance perspective, they might not have the responsive time. If this is a critical business function and suddenly your development house is not available or not responsive, your business is at risk. The integration platforms, especially the ones of trusted providers that we work with, are not going to be not available. They're as big as some of the companies, the solutions that they're integrating with, and as a result of that, they've got a lot less risk than custom development. The last thing to consider is also security. Security in terms of the world at the moment, from cybersecurity, attacks on your data, availability of data is real. And going through a custom development route where the security or the hosting of the data or the passing through of data is not as secure as it could be is a massive risk from a CFO's perspective. So all of these need to be considered in terms of looking at the price point of this integration platform to automate and make your business run more effectively.